I'm walking in Frigate Bay, St. Kitts. I wanted to go over some things with you that were real important things that people need to know. If you don't know this now, you might learn the hard way and find out later. It can save you a lot of time and headaches. But one of the things I want to talk to you today about is how saving for your retirement can actually be detrimental to your Social Security. I remember when Al Gore was on TV, when he was vice president, he was talking to a newscaster many years ago, and the newscaster was asking him about the problems with Social Security and how you're going to actually fund this program that everybody knows is going to give out of money. Okay, I mean, the numbers don't spell out the truth because it's well, actually the numbers spell out the truth. It's what I'm trying to say is because if you take the number of people that are paying now for the baby boomers that are hitting retirement, there's just not enough funding coming from people throwing in money now that's going to fund those people later from the baby boomers that started multiplying after World War II. And Gore admitted on TV, he says, newscaster asked him, he said, how are you going to fund all of this Social Security these people that paid in at least 40 quarters? And he says, well, probably the first step is finding out who's going to qualify for Social Security anyway. Remember, this is a tax. It's not your bank account. I was talking to the guy the other day, and he was talking about his Social Security. I said, wait a minute, you're acting like this is your money. This is the government's money, okay? That's why it's been misused and misspent, because it wasn't your money, it was the government's money. This is why it's been used for other programs, okay? It's not just the math is wrong. They've taken the money out and used it for other things. So, what you're looking at, that's why they call it Social Security tax. It's a tax. It's not your funds. It's not like in Singapore, they got a central provident fund, which is basically your money, okay? You can use it for medical stuff. There's all kinds of things you can use it for, but it's your money, okay? That's their Social Security, but they call it the provident fund, and it works totally different. It's not like somebody's giving money for someone else. You're funding for your retirement. That's the way it should have been to begin with Social Security, but it wasn't done that way, okay? So you're stuck with the system they've got. Now, the problem that you got, Gore was talking about, which I was really surprised he said this because it really made a lot of sense. It's really the truth, and what he said was, it's probably going to basically based down to the people that get Social Security, the ones that basically are totally, this is the word he basically used, was totally indigent. It means, in other words, you're broke. You can qualify for Social Security if you didn't save. You're basically in financial ruins. They're going to start off with those people, and then the ones that saved, they're going to get cut off the list. And this is the logic basically that people are using. And the liberals love this because this is a way out and another way to stick it to the people who save their money. But this is basically what you're looking at. And you're going to have to remember this too. The government loves retirement programs because retirement programs is a way that they can use your funds to basically support you at retirement and then pull out of any sort of obligation they're due for you for Social Security. So that you guys that are out here saving for your retirement, that's fine, but you're actually going to probably opt yourself out of Social Security depending on your age. Okay, of course, the older you are, the more likely you're going to get some of your Social Security. It depends on what age you are, what time you started. The real young people, they're going to be the ones that are having the problems, trying to find out ways to actually collect on Social Security on money they funded in. So this is something you're really going to have to think about. But you can actually sit down and look at the math, and this is a citizenship project too, by the way. I wanted to show you this one. And this is a pretty one. They've got quite a few. They've got actually more in St. Kitts and Frigate Bay in St. Kitts than any other part of the Federation. So what we're looking at is, if you look at the math, and you take money that you're tax deferring, the longer you wait to start pulling that money out, you actually throw yourself in a tax bomb. I did some early videos on this early when I first started the YouTube videos. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Okay, you're supposed to start taking your money out about 70 and a half, roughly in the US, okay? And of course the IRS has a mortality table, which is basically supposed to be when the average person dies. So if you take it at 70 and a half, they figure about the time that you're going to die based on the mortality tables. And the longer you wait to pull money out, the higher your taxes are going to be, because you're going to have to be pulling out more percentage of the money in the kitty of your retirement account if you start later than if you do it earlier, okay? And usually good savers, that's what happens to them, is they save, don't touch the money, which is good. I'm not saying that's bad, that's good. But they end up pulling the money out later in life, which just throws them in a bigger tax bracket, because now you're having to pull out a bigger percentage of your money at retirement when you do that. So the only way you can get around that is, well, I would suggest you, first of all, is I would, early in life, as early as you can, try to do a business outside the country and use the foreign overseas exclusion. That's the best way to do it, and even better yet, relinquish your U.S. citizenship. That way you can save as much as you want and then pull it all out tax-free. And you don't have all these heavy tax burdens all through your life. That's the best way to do it right there. But if you wait and don't pull it out and you just keep saving, you could deny yourself Social Security. I said you could. It depends on when it gives out. And also, the longer you wait, you're going to pay higher taxes, because the percentage of that money you're going to pull out is going to be a whole lot higher that they force you to pull out. And because it's income average over a mortality table arrangement, depending on when your age is at the time you actually exercise that retirement program. So these are things that you're going to really have to think about. Anyway, also, if you want to learn more on how to legally get your income taxes to zero, how to get a second passport, as quick as 45 days, do 3 things. Hit the subscribe button at the right of your screen. You'll get new videos as they come out automatically. And number 2 is, I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, just put it below. And number 3 is, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and hit that top bar that says apply with us. Hit the bottom bar that says send it to us. We'll get back with you. We deal with over 100 countries in residency by investment, citizenship by investment all over the world. This is a citizenship project right here too. They got real good security here. I'll look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.